Fun fact, there are over 1.5 million apps in the App Store. And just iPhone users generate over 21,000 app downloads a minute. That's 350 a second. And if that's not impressive enough, Apple has paid over $7 billion to its app developers to date. As amazing as these numbers are now, these were even more amazing to me when I was 10 years old. And that was back in 2010, when I had an idea for an app, just like many others have had. But the one thing that bugged me was I had no idea how to make it. I had the idea, but I didn't know how to put it in the hands of millions. And so I learned how to make an app. And I spent the next couple of years programming and looking at tutorials and teaching myself how to do that. And the thing that amazes me about this skill, being able to program and being able to develop an app, is how valuable it is, and the amazing opportunities that it brings. And these range from valuable business opportunities to great connections with others from companies. And it's just a great feeling also to get your product that you spend hours and nights on in the App Store. Now, again, building an app is very complex. It takes a lot of time. And this is just from my experience. I'm a self-taught programmer. I never took a course. I never had a teacher. I never took a class. So it did take me a lot longer because I didn't have the direct path of where I was supposed to go into. But because the skill is so complex, because it's so valuable, I decided that with my experience and my knowledge, to create a course that anyone can take with zero programming experience, which teaches them how to develop an app, how to get their idea on the App Store. And these have done surprisingly well. I have thousands of students from over 170 countries around the world taking my courses. And every single day I'm getting constant feedback from them, and all positive feedback. And I'm even getting feedback of people saying, I built this app with your course, thank you so much. And it feels great. But I don't just do app development, or course development, I also do app development. I've had over 5 apps in the App Store. And these apps all range between 2,000 to 4,000 downloads each. Now these aren't huge numbers, but it's a start. And so they all had their small successes, but these successes were all momentary. And so the reason these apps weren't extremely successful was because there were already apps on the market that did the exact same thing. But the thing that made them stand out even more was how they already had a lot of users compared to me, which meant it was really hard for me to get into the market and compete with them. So I thought to myself, if I want to create a successful app, what do I have to do? It has to be something one of its kind. So I went on the App Store, and I noticed that there were a lot of apps that did not take advantage. Now this is a while back, but a lot of apps didn't take advantage of Touch ID to secure, encrypt, and lock your personal information. Now the reason everyone loves Touch ID and the reason everyone uses it is because of its convenience. And it's really fast, because nobody swipes to the right and enters in their passcode. That takes a couple seconds, which doesn't seem much, but over a long period of time, it's annoying. And you being able to use your fingerprint and unlock your phone and access your information securely and fast is really good. And so what I decided to do is a very simple application that uses Touch ID and special encryption methods to lock, secure your personal information, whether that's contact information, passwords, or anything. And I call it Hidden. Now, hidden is intended for everyone. Because let's be honest, everyone has some sort of information, something they want to keep private and kept away from everyone else. And so this app actually did surprisingly well. The first day I released it to the App Store, I got 3,000 downloads. The next day, I got double that. And it keeps going up and up, and it's been getting constantly more and more downloads each day. And so this has been great. And the part about it that makes it different than others is, again, the amount of users. Because every single day I'm getting constant feedback about it, whether that's a bug or something wrong about it. And so I know exactly what I should do to make it as user-friendly as possible, which puts me ahead of the market. And this app was actually quite a journey. The first version I put out, it didn't even log. It didn't even log, which was the biggest problem, which is the biggest thing that it should do. It did not even log. And the second version I released, after I fixed that, the notes didn't save. And that was another huge problem, because that's exactly what it did. And so, this was one of my successes in the App Store, and it was really a great story being able to build this. And so now I need another idea. And for many others, I heard that I got a lot of requests from others saying how bad the Cranbrook mobile website is and how inefficient it is. So I'm pleased to announce that in the next coming month, you should be expecting the Cranbrook iOS 9 app. I built this app because, let's be honest, I don't like the Cranbrook mobile website, and everyone uses their mobile device. So this has great design, great functionality, really easy to access all your information. And I want to hear, and now I'd like to hear your feedback on this, and what exactly you would like in this app.
I think it's an excellent idea, and I think you're doing a great thing for the school.
Yep.
I think you should make an Android version.
You make an Android version?
No.
We'll think about the Android version. Yes. Yes. You will be able to use Touch ID to log into this app automatically, because first off, on the mobile website of Cranbrook, you have to log in every time and enter your password and your username, which is really annoying. But again, if I had this app available to everyone, and you had their phone unlocked, you could just access their grades and personal information. You don't really want that. So it'll be really easy. All you have to do is use your Touch ID, and it'll instantly open you in the Cranbrook app.
Can I find your hidden app on the App Store?
Yeah, I could find it on the app.
You can find it?
I tried.
Talk to me after, I'll help you.
You should have a teacher rating system.
I should have a what?
All teacher rating.
No, that's, well, I can't do that, because there's already a teacher grading system built into Cranbrook's website.
Oh my god.
When the teachers log in.
Rating. Like we can give them ratings.
Oh, rating. I thought you said grading system. All right. No, I'm not going to be a... The thing about your user ID, the reason there already isn't an app that has your user ID, kind of like a mobile Cranbrook card, is because our scanners don't work on screens. Now, if there was, it'd be really convenient because everyone here has a phone. But right now, the scanners that we have at school don't work with a barcode on a screen, so we physically can't. The app wouldn't work if we tried creating a barcode app locally. They're on a website called udemy.com. It's a marketplace for all types of courses. There's courses on basically every topic you can find. And so I just released it on there, and that's how I was able to market my courses there.
You should get notifications when homework's posted.
I will do that. Yes.
You should make it available for like other iOSs too, like iOS.
It will be available on all iPhones. It'll go from iOS 7 all the way till now. It'll work on iPads. It'll work on every single device. On my laptop, I do have a prototype. I've been coding it for about a month now, so it's getting close to done.
What's your app that teaches you how to make an app called?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
I just call it Learn to Develop Apps in iOS 9 and Swift. So, I'll post a link somewhere, or you can talk to me, where it'll show where you can find the course.
Does this program affect your workout schedule?
Yes.
You should find a way to incorporate like email into this app, with the Outlook app.
All right, I'll look into that. Look into that.
Like a teacher's name, that's like pop over email.
That is a